Good afternoon, friends. We are starting the day with a run. We have already journaled. We are on our second bottle of water, and the sun feels so good on my skin. We finished that run. It was lovely. The best part about working out outside is feeling the cold, crisp air in your lungs and being able to just feel your body do what you're asking it to do. Feeling your body do what you're actually asking it to do is highly, highly underrated. The cold, crisp air in your lungs and feel your body fulfill the requests that you're making upon it. The scariest thing about running outside is the constant dodging people who have their faces buried into their phone. Like, TikTok in traffic is crazy. If you're watching this and you have a homie who is scrolling TikTok in traffic, or you are a TikTok scroller in traffic, man, we're running out here. Please. I've had like 3 cars have to swerve up after seeing me at the last minute. And that's kind of frightening because I'm just out here trying to run for my stupid mental health and running the risk of getting bodied by a TikTok feed. Rant over. That felt very, very good. We're done with our second bottle of water. We're going to be moving on to our third, and it is 4:56. So, you know what? I think running might be in my top 5 favorite workouts. What's in your top 5 favorite workouts? I think running would be outside. Running outside in crisp, cool air for some reason. I don't like being cold at all, but if I'm exercising in the cold, it's kind of a different story, which is nuts. But let's get some food in our bellies and finish out the day. We are eating some cottage cheese with a ground turkey burger and some lettuce wrapped in lettuce with some sweet potato, and I'm so excited. This might be my favorite dinner right now. This might take the cake. Good afternoon or good evening, friends. We have arrived. We have taken our progress picture. We did our outdoor workout. For our indoor workout, we did a nice mindful mobility workout, focusing specifically on something that might help my tummy out with crippy crampies. So that was actually very nice to just kind of pause and breathe and stretch and tug and pull. We have finished our 10 pages. We visited with Buddha, and it's so funny because I put a pause on reading Project 2025 and focused instead on reading the heart of Buddha's teaching. And in Project 2025, just a couple days ago, I was talking about how shocked I was that we as America referred to ourselves as the arsenal of democracy, and that our number one priority in terms of the Department of Defense was to increase our foreign military sales. And this, in this book, Buddha's Teachings, the Heart of Buddha's Teachings, it's talking about the importance of right livelihood, and you should strive to have a form of employment where you're able to tell the truth, where you don't have to lie and you don't have to oppress or get over on people. And so this excerpt kind of stuck out to me. Millions of people, for example, make their living in the arms industry, helping directly or indirectly to manufacture conventional and nuclear weapons. The U.S., Russia, France, Britain, China, and Germany are the primary suppliers of these weapons. Weapons are then sold to third world countries where people do not need guns, they need food. To manufacture or sell weapons is not right livelihood, but the responsibility for this situation lies with all of us, politicians, economists, and consumers. We've not yet organized a compelling national debate on this problem. We have to discuss this further, and we have to keep creating new jobs so that no one has to live on the profits from weapons manufacturers. If you are able to work in a profession that helps you realize your ideal of compassion, be grateful. And please try to help create proper jobs for others by living mindfully, simply, sanely. use all of your energy to try to improve the situation. How many of us do have jobs where we don't have to lie? I think of like teachers, where we can have compassion, and we're probably not as grateful as we should be. So I thought that was really beautiful and interesting. And it makes me think of when you have a society that makes its wealth on destruction, what other parts of society does that lack of empathy translate into? I feel like that same country is the same country that is a proponent for the death penalty, which means that that same country feels a level of comfort with being judge, jury, and executioner. And I kind of see it a lot on social media. I've seen like a surplus of comments that are like, I hope this person dies or something like that. And I'm just like, wow, that's an insane thing to wish and write, but it's a product of the collective consciousness of a society that, you know, makes money off of weapons. It's all weaved through when you kind of like realize that you probably can't have one without the other. You can't have a society that lacks empathy or is cruel without being able to pull the thread and find areas of that society that derives wealth from the exploitation of other people. It's all the same. So that was very interesting. Overall, I did not film a ton today. I have found that it's best for me to kind of like balance between filming everything and not filming everything, just because I firmly believe, and I've always believed this, is some stuff it's okay to just belong to you, you know? You hold on to those moments of sweetness. And I think what makes it so that you don't have to record everything is giving the moment its proper due. Because anytime I'm recording, oftentimes I'm fully experiencing it myself first, and then I will, you know, invite the world in with me. But sometimes I just don't want to. And sometimes it's just mine and it belongs to only me, which was nice. I'm going to do my artist date tomorrow. The goal is to get those in earlier in the week so that I'm not just like, whoopsh, whoopsh, work, work, work. The rating for the day, let's go ahead with a solid 8.5. The weather was beautiful. It was nice to run outside. It was lovely to get ahead on a couple things so that I'm not, you know, pushing stuff to the last minute. It felt good to not push stuff to the last minute. And then you find, what do you do with the free time that you would have been spending pushing everything to the last minute? Now that's like the strategy time. That's where we're able to plan and actually, you know, review, assess, and move forthrightly into the future. So that is all that I have for you, my loves. That's a wrap. Overall, today was a good day. P.S. Did want to shout out the fact that your girl's dialing her skincare routine. Like, if you go back and review probably videos from the first of the month, I definitely think that like water and consistency is helping out exponentially because your girl's not inflamed. There's like still some like a little bit of flare up here, but I think that has to do with my hormones from the time of the month. But it's clearing up. Your girl is clearing up. Taking better care of our self-routine is starting to pay out the dividends. So that feels very good. Oh, I also picked up a really cool book that I'm interested in starting reading out of like the free little library, which makes me feel like there might be some things that I want to drop into the free little library. I've taken like 2 books out of there now. I think I need to go put 2 in there. I'm geeked about that because I can't read personal development or anything like that before bed, or else my dreams are infected. I have to like fall asleep to fantasy. So I'm excited for this. And, you know, just like the joys of a good book that doesn't have like an agenda or anything feels fantastic. So I'm going to hold on to that sweetness tonight, and I will see you in the next one.